United Kingdom has been one of the most important study destinations for students for decades, due to the quality of education and the large number of prestigious universities. Being a country with high tuition costs, funding is one of the major obstacles students face when choosing Britain as a study destination. So today's learning platform has compiled for you a list of the most important scholarships available for international students to the UK, where these grants are divided into governmental grants, British University Scholarships, British Government Scholarships. British Government Scholarships form two main programs, the Commonwealth Programme and the Chevening Scholarship Programme. As for Commonwealth scholarships, they are intended for developing countries that are partners in the British People's League and are not eligible for Arab students, so we will not dwell on them. Browse on Forza website. Chevening Scholarships is the British government's global scholarship program. These scholarships are awarded to outstanding students from eligible countries, which are around 160 that include most Arab countries. The Chevening scholarships last for 1 year for a master's degree and cover study costs, a living allowance, one-time travel costs to and from the UK, as well as additional financial grants to support basic expenses. Read also, how to apply for British Chevening scholarships. Read also, top tips and guidelines for applying for British Chevening scholarships, the experience of Abdullah Abu Rahman. British University Scholarships. 1. Gates Cambridge Scholarships. Browse the Forza website. Cambridge University Scholarships are offered to outstanding students from any country outside Britain to enroll in a postgraduate program in any of the disciplines available at the university. This scholarship covers all costs of studying at Cambridge in addition to providing additional funding for other expenses. Read also, Top 10 Universities in Britain. 2. Clarendon Scholarships at University of Oxford. Clarendon Scholarships at University of Oxford. Clarendon Scholarships is a prestigious scholarship awarding approximately 140 scholarships each year to postgraduate students, including international students, at the University of Oxford. These scholarships are awarded based on academic excellence and affordability at the university. This scholarship covers tuition costs as well as a generous stipend to cover living costs. Read also, what are the job opportunities for students in Britain? 3. Edinburgh Global Research Scholarships. Edinburgh Global Research Scholarships. The University of Edinburgh offers 30 scholarships to outstanding students wishing to undertake a research doctoral program in any of the disciplines available at the university. This scholarship covers the difference between the fees paid by British students or EU students and the fees paid by international students. This scholarship does not cover any other living expenses. Read also, how do I apply for a scholarship at the University of Edinburgh in Britain? 4. Dennis Holland Scholarship at University College London. The Dennis Holland Scholarship aims to support undergraduate students from any country in the world who are unable to provide the necessary funding to attend UCL. Those who express their determination to take full advantage of all the activities offered by the university and its student union. This scholarship is worth £9,000 per year, and students are free to spend all or part of the scholarship amount on tuition fees. Also read, study in UK. Do and avoid the following 5 University of Sussex Chancellors International Scholarships. The University of Sussex scholarships are available at most of the university's different colleges and are awarded based on the academic excellence and potential of non-EU students who have been accepted to study a postgraduate subject at the university. This scholarship covers 50% of undergraduate fees for international students for 1 year. Also read, study features in Britain and best study cities in Britain. 6. Think Big Scholarships from Bristol University. Think Big Scholarships. Transform Together scholarships are available to all international students and EU citizens, non-British, applying to study a bachelor's, master's or PhD. At the University of Sheffield Hallam, these scholarships cover 50% of the tuition costs for the undergraduate program for the duration of the study. Read also, study in Britain. 10 University of Westminster Undergraduate Scholarships for Developing Country Students, UK. In 2019, the University of Bristol seeks to invest around £500,000 to support the best international students to study at the university. The Think Big scholarships for bachelor's and master's degrees will be available from 2019. These scholarships range in value from £5,000 to £20,000. Also read, Top inexpensive activities you can do while studying in Britain. 7. University of West London International Ambassador Scholarships. University of West London International Ambassador Scholarships. The University of West London International Ambassador Scholarships provide financial support for outstanding students wishing to enroll in an undergraduate program or graduate studies at the university. The students will act as international ambassadors for the university in their countries. The value of each of these approximately 50 scholarships is up to £5,000. Read also, Distance Universities, 10 Ways to Detect Fake Universities. 8. University of West England Chancellor Scholarships. The University of West England offers several scholarships worth over £100,000 to international students each year. Among them is the Chancellor Scholarship, which requires the recipient to undergo practical training at the International Development Office and a number of other departments at the university. This scholarship covers all tuition costs for 1 year. Read also, All You Need to Know About UK Degrees. 9. Sheffield Hallam University Transform Together Scholarships. 10. University of Westminster Undergraduate Scholarships for Developing Country Students, UK. The University of Westminster fully funded undergraduate scholarships are one of the most competitive scholarships for students from middle-income and developing countries who wish to study a bachelor's degree in the university. These scholarships cover tuition costs, housing, living costs, as well as airfare to and from London. Read also, which is better, studying in Britain or studying in America? 11. Warwick Scholarships for International Students. Warwick Chancellor's International Scholarships. Warwick Graduate School offers about 25 scholarships for international students annually, targeting the most distinguished PhD students from any country in the world to study any specialty available at the university. This scholarship covers all tuition costs in addition to a special living allowance. How do I apply for a scholarship from the University of Westminster in Britain? The United Kingdom was and remains to this day an important study destination that thousands of students around the world aspire to, but many of them give up their dream due to the high costs of studying in British universities. Despite the many scholarships offered by various universities in Britain, many applicants face difficulty in filling out applications and completing university admission procedures in a timely manner, which wastes valuable opportunities. In today's article, we will discuss how to apply for a scholarship at one of the most prestigious universities in the United Kingdom, the University of Westminster. About the University of Westminster was founded in 1838 and is a British university located in London, England, where it was in its infancy. It is a small institute, but it was granted the title of a university in 1992. The university is one of the academic institutions in Britain that teaches the Arabic language along with other languages such as Chinese, Russian and others. Before applying for a scholarship at the University of Westminster, in order to be able to apply for a scholarship at the University of Westminster, you must first apply for admission to the university and be offered conditional or unconditional admission there. You will receive an email or acceptance letter from the university's Office of Admissions and Registration, and you can then apply for a scholarship. It is worth noting that a university admission decision takes 4 to 6 weeks to be issued, so be sure to apply well in advance, at least 6 weeks, before the deadline for your desired scholarship. Read also, Study in Britain admission requirements for scholarships at the university. Admission requirements vary according to the available scholarships, so be sure to read them carefully before applying to ensure your eligibility for them. In general, the higher the value of the scholarship, the more competitive and more demanding it is, so carefully choose the scholarship that is right for you and that matches your qualifications and circumstances. Please note that you can only apply for one scholarship at a time. If you apply for more than one grant for different grants, for example a partial grant that covers half of the fees, and another grant that covers 20% of the fees, you will be immediately disqualified, because in this way you did not clarify your financial need properly. Read also, what is a scholarship and how do I get it? General application criteria. If you answered yes to the following questions, you are not eligible to apply for any of the University of Westminster scholarships. 1. Have you applied to study at the University of Westminster within the past 2 years and did not work? If you apply for a scholarship at the university and your application is rejected, you are not eligible to apply again during the next 2 academic years. For example, if you applied in September 2019 and were rejected, you will have to wait until September 2021 to be able to apply again. Read also, all you need to know about the TOEFL IBT Test 2. Do you have an equivalent academic qualification? If you have an academic qualification equivalent to the degree you are applying for at the university, you are not eligible for a scholarship. For example, if you hold an undergraduate degree and wish to apply for a scholarship to study a bachelor's degree in another discipline at the University of Westminster, you are not eligible, and your application will not be accepted. The same applies to postgraduate studies unless your postgraduate degree is equivalent to a UK bachelor's degree. Read also, what is the TOEFL and IELTS Test 3? Did you study on your own account in one of the developed countries of the world? If you have obtained your academic degree from a developed world country, and the study is on your own account, you are not eligible to apply for a full scholarship, covering travel, accommodation and study costs, but you are still able to apply for a partially funded scholarship that covers study costs. Majors not included in the scholarship. There are some majors and university degrees that are not covered by scholarships offered by the university, so your application for the scholarship will not be accepted if you decide to study it, and they include the following: postdoctoral degrees, professional practice courses, conversion courses, PhD. Read also, top 5 sites to prepare for IELTS academic standards. Academic excellence is one of the most important criteria for admission to the University of Westminster, and since applications come from different countries of the world that adopt different systems of teaching, the university did not specify a rate or specific marks as a measure of academic excellence. However, the applicant's transcripts must show his academic excellence and academic excellence at his university. Required documents. In addition to the scholarship application form, candidates must also attach the following documents: a copy of the email or acceptance letter sent to the applicant confirming that they have been granted conditional or unconditional admission to the University of Westminster, an official copy of the academic transcripts of the most recent university or academic institution attended, recommendation letter written specifically for the scholarship being applied for by a teacher or previous employer, if the job is related to the university major for which you are applying. This letter of recommendation must be different from the one that was attached when applying for admission to the university. Paying the visa fee for international students. The University of Westminster requires unconditional applicants to pay a £4,000 visa fee to enter the UK. In return for this amount, the university provides a letter of support for the visa application to the applicant, which facilitates the procedures for obtaining a visa. However, if you have applied for a scholarship, you can wait for the scholarship result before paying this amount. You can contact the Office of Immigration and Visas to Britain to find out the time it takes to obtain a student visa between June and August. It is worth noting that if you receive a full scholarship, you will be exempted from paying the above-mentioned amount, but if you receive a partial scholarship, you must pay the full amount before completing the registration and visa procedures. Read also, what are the job opportunities for students in Britain? Before talking about how to submit an application, it should be noted that scholarships offered at the University of Westminster are aimed at new students only. In the event that you are a student enrolled at the university, In this case, you should view the financial support provided to current students through their own page on the official university website. All applications are sent by post, and no email applications are accepted, due to the huge number of applicants each year. It is also the responsibility of the applicant to follow up on his submitted application until it arrives before the deadline for submission, as applications that arrive late or after the deadline for submission are not considered. When your application reaches the university, you will be notified through a message on your email, and in the rejection or acceptance of your application you will also be notified, as all applications are considered immediately after the end of the application period. As for the address to which applications should be sent, it is as follows: Scholarships Office, University of Westminster, Cavendish House, 101, New Cavendish Street, London, W1W, 6XH, United Kingdom. At the end of the video, we thank you and we hope to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell button, and do not forget to like. You can support the channel through the super chat, and thanks.